All right, folks, in this video I'm going to go over our Gem 2 training. And this is the start of, working in the front of your career in the front of Matangas. And so we're going to start with Gem 2, how to do some of the basics, how to master them, and how to exceed expectation and go above and beyond for our customer in the way you serve them. So first off, I already went over some of the details in the one of the previous trainings about each of the gems. What are the key ingredients for them? Let me go back to that PowerPoint real quick. So these are the things that we're going to go over. You're going to be doing Gem 2 activities. So these are some of the basics: running food, bussing tables, placing phone on hold, and assisting other gems. And I'm going to tell you how it looks like. So let's start with running food. As a guest experience maker number 2, you are going to be running food. One of the very important things is speed. Speed matters so much. The same is that there are some things you do in your house, maybe it's laundry, doing homework, or whatever it is. Maybe time is not as a critical of a factor. However, if you are an ambulance driver, or or you are a doctor or a surgeon or something, time matters. You could lose someone and they will die before you make it to the hospital. And that is pretty severe. So someone in those activities, they understand the value of time. Every second matters, and you need to live your life that way, because every second does matter, whether you give it value or not. So going back to our restaurant affairs, every second does matter. What happened is that the ticket came in, a customer trusted us that we're going to serve them really fast. Chick-fil-A's time between the time that a customer places their order by the time they get their food is 120 seconds is what they shoot for. 120 seconds is under 2 minutes is what they shoot for serving a customer. Listen, 15 minutes is a long time, in comparison. We are not fast food, but we live in a society of microwave society. People want, and they want it now. People are hungry. Children, when they're hungry, now that adults don't, they get vicious and they want to climb walls, and I have kids and I know that. Adults do that too. Customers hungry. You want to run that food to them as fast as possible. Kitchen needs to make that food as ASAP, and we need to serve that to our customer ASAP as well. So you hear that bell, ding, you need to run to get that food. Obviously, don't drop the food. You know what I'm talking about. Working fast, but with precision. Next is something that you need to learn and realize is table numbers versus ticket numbers. So when we have a dine-in, there's going to be a table number on that is going to say table number 5. Very obvious. And there is as well on top says ticket number, blah, blah, blah. So the person who is expediting on the tablet, that every food that you are taking from the kitchen, you are transporting into the dining room or anything, or even to the Gem 1 to hand it to a customer, whatever it is, you need to clear it with our expediter. So our expediter can mark it as served on the tablet, so we know that there is not a customer waiting for an hour for their food. So on the tablet, it's going to be a little bit harder to see how the table number looks like. It mostly goes by the ticket number. So if I am hear that ring, I'm going to run over there. I'm going to run food really fast because I am a Gem 2 and I'm awesome at it. So I'm going to run and get that food, and I see a ticket next to the pizza. It is a 16-inch pepperoni. I look at my pizza. It is a 16-inch pepperoni indeed. It says ticket number 62, table number 5. So I'm going to project my voice, communicate with the expediter, and say, hey, so-and-so, I'm taking the 16-inch pepperoni, ticket number 65, table number 5. And then you're going to run that food to that table. So do not drop food at a wrong table. And so when does this happen, and what are the implications of that is the question at hand. This happens when you picked up the food, did not fully understand which table it goes to. You're not working fully focused. You're thinking about the past and the present or the future, your day at school or whatever it is. So you're not focusing on just a little bit of information that you need to retain, which is table number 5 or whatever it is. And you picked up that food, you thought it's going to 55, hypothetically. And you went into the dining room, and there is a table number 55, and you went in that table and then just left the food on top of their table and smiled and left. So without... And so here's what's going to happen. Instead of that, when you hear that bell, and you come over to pick up the food. You want to make sure that you got the ticket right, you're reading it, you're matching it to the pizza thing. You communicate with the expediter and you repeat it again out loud. If you say table number 5, if you repeat it, you remember it. So the expediter tells you table number 5, you're going to repeat back table number 5, and you're going to remember that. And you're going to go over to table number 5 and you're going to tell them, howdy guys, y'all had a 16-inch pepperoni, is that correct? Or, hey guys, y'all had an order of breadsticks, is that correct? And they're going to say yes or no. If they say no, we did not, oh, I apologize about that, let me check where this food go, I apologize, and leave and come back to the expediter, sort out where this food goes. If they say yes, fantastic, I see that y'all already have gotten their plates and everything because our Gem 4 has already preset the table. Is there anything else I can get for you? Fantastic, enjoy your dinner, thank you guys, and leave. So that's that. Table accuracy is very important. And as well, order accuracy. We have, let me go back to this real quick. So when a staff member in the front, our Gem 1, takes the order, a customer says, I want a 16-inch Supreme, no black olives. I'm allergic to it. I hate black olives. It just ruins my day. I hate black olives. So there are going to be two things. We want to make sure our Gem 1 puts in the order in the POS accurately, and if not, when they repeat back the order, always when you tell the customer you're repeating back the order, so you had a 16-inch Supreme, and they're going to say, uh-oh, did you put in about the black olives? Right, they're going to tell you if you missed something, and that's the time that we're going to do a quality control. And then so that ticket is sent to the kitchen. The pizza maker is going to make it, and they're going to put it in the oven, and it's going to come out of the oven, and the cutter is going to cut it, reading the ticket. They're going to read the ticket that says 16-inch Supreme, no black olives, but you're looking at that pizza and it looks like a 16-inch regular Supreme with black olives. So you're going to communicate that with the pizza maker and the front staff. Hey guys, just say it's going to be a couple minutes and blah, 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 whatever it is. So here's what happened. That cutter did a quality control. If there was any mistakes that the pizza maker made and that did not match the ticket. So that's one of them. And then when the cutter puts that pizza up for the expediter and our Gem number 2, that Gem 2 needs to do another quality control. So if the pizza makers missed reading the ticket, if the cutter missed reading the ticket, and you need to be the one who does the quality control, does make sure that the ticket does match. If it says no black olives, you want to make sure that there is no black olives. If you have any questions, just ask the expediter or anybody, hey guys, is this accurate? It says this and this and this. I've never seen a chicken pesto. Is this chicken pesto no artichokes? Is that artichokes on it? Just ask. It's always better to be safe than sorry in life and at this restaurant. So bussing tables, as soon as a customer is getting up to leave, that's the time that you're going to view that as an opportunity to go to their tables and touch them one more time, just in terms of a connection. And say, well, thank you guys so much for coming in. Hope everything was all right. I know that the Gem 4 has already done all of that, but you're doing your part in terms of thanking them for coming in. And they've had a lot of other options, but they chose to come to our establishment and seeing you guys in the front, you know. And so always keep an eye on the dining room. So as soon as a customer gets up, you are on your way with the bucket and the towel and the spray, trying to take care of that table, bussing it. Next is about working smart versus working hard. A lot of times you can be proud of yourself for how hard you work, and that is valuable, but I want for you to focus on as well working smart. You will be unstoppable if you work hard and you work smart. Working hard is going to get you so far in life if you don't work in a smart manner. And working smart and being lazy will get you nowhere. But if you work smart and you work hard, you will go far in life. So when it comes to bussing tables, what that means is that instead of making 3 trips to the same table, you're going to go over, grab the plates and the cup, and then you go back next time, grab the, you know, to go like some other stuff, and then you go back again and get the spray and the towel. What you're going to do is grab the bucket and get that towel and spray. You go in there, and in fact, with one trip, you're able to bus 3 tables at the same time. And by the time you got to the, you know, you do that, you go one trip to the dining room, you bust 3 tables, you come back. That is working hard and working smart, and you want to be intentional about that and make sure that you do that. Always small. It's not, I mean, you're going to hear that all day long because it is very important, and there are not enough people in the world that smile, and you need to smile while you work in the establishment. Every time you see a customer, I don't care where it is, you're smiling. And leaving the table intact, that means that when you bust that table, you want to move the napkin box, you want to wipe the napkin box, you want to move the napkin box and the salt and the shaker and different stuff back to where it was in their original position. Next, we're going to learn about how to put the phone on hold. If you hear the phone at any time, you're not Gem 3. In fact, you may be a staff member not on the clock. We expect you to put the phone on hold because we have a customer who's a human being calling us, and we need to not ignore them. If a customer walks into our establishment and you're not on the clock, we expect you to talk to the customer and say, hey, how's it going? We're here for pickup or place your order. And they're going to be like, oh, I would like to place an order. Oh, fantastic. Let me get my coworker to come assist you real quick. But you're not going to ignore a human being just because you're on the clock or not, or whatever it is. Does that make sense? So let's learn about how to place a phone on hold. We're going to do this. We're going to say, thank you so much for calling Matanga's Pizzeria. This is Hangam. We're busy right now serving another customer, and I need to place you on hold. However, I wanted to remind you that you can always place your order online on our website at www.matangas.com. And would you please hold, please? And that's just that. So here is what we're doing, and we're doing several things at the same time. First, always when you answer the phone, just be quick to thank people. Thank you so much for calling Matanga's Pizzeria. A customer could be calling 10 other establishments. They chose to call us, and you happen to be answering the phone. What a privilege. So you want to thank them for that. You always want to introduce yourself. And you know, like about a couple weeks ago, we had a customer who left a review on Yelp and different locations and different stuff saying that, oh, you know, there was a young girl who took our order. Her name was Melody. She did such a great job, and blah, blah, blah. And she was so cheerful, and it made our day, and, you know, whatever it was. So make sure to leave your name. So if a customer wants to give us feedback about you and how awesome you are, they know how to locate you. So that's that. And I am informing them of a problem because I am about to place them on hold. And that's not necessarily the ideal result here, outcome. So they need to be placed on hold, and I'm going to explain to them why it is. And the reason is because I'm sorry, we're serving another customer right now, and I need to place you on hold. So I'm letting them know of that. And then as well, I'm providing a solution for them. 9 out of 10 customers are calling to place their order. And you can just simply remember, I want to remind you real quick that you can place your order online. It's going to be even faster. Please go to our website. In the meantime, I'm sorry, I need to place you on hold. That's that. And you're going to say, would you please hold? And they're going to say yes, or whatever it is. And you're going to thank them for it. Make sure a phone is not on hold more than 3 minutes. So if you're passing by and it seems like a Gem 3 has all the phones buzzing and they're busy, and then there is a phone that has been on hold for 3 minutes, I would like you to pay attention to that. Grab that phone, hand it to another person who is a seasoned employee who's able to assist that customer, and you want to tell them, hey, so-and-so, can you please answer the phone? It's been more than 3 minutes, man. It's taking so long. So we can, as a team, take care of our customers. Or a customer comes at the bar or at the register, and you are Gem 2, you're not behind the bar or anything, but you're like, hey, sir, have you been served? Let me get someone to take care of you right now, and go get someone to assist our customers. Let's talk about assisting other gems. I was just talking about that, the importance of it. This is a team effort. So, you know, you want to be assisting others, and as they are assisting you as well. So what's the procedure for when a customer is here for pickup? This is going to be very important. I want you to pay good attention to what I'm about to tell with this story, because we have a lot of problems on and off, and it can be avoided. So here's how this trajectory starts. It starts with a customer calling us on the phone or placing an order online, and they would like to come and pick up their food. So if it is online, I believe the wait time that is automatically told to a customer, maybe it's about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I'm not fully sure. But then on phone orders, the Gem 3 is the person who tells customers when to come to pick up their food. We usually say 15 to 20 minutes. However, on busier nights, like a Friday, it's going to be probably 20 to 25 to 30 minutes, or even longer if needed. So we need to very much keep an eye on that. And a customer is here, and then so they come in to pick up their food. A lot of times they will come to our pickup register, and they're like, hey, I'm here for a pickup. And the Gem 1 may ask them, well, may I please have the name on the order? And they're going to say, oh, it's for John. So, fantastic, John. Let me check on that order. And you are a Gem 2 passing by or standing there. The Gem 1 is going to ask you, hey, so-and-so, can you please go check the order for John? So here's exactly what you need to do. You're going to come over toward the kitchen. You're going to communicate that to the expediter and say, hey, expediter, I'm looking for order for John. He is here. Please keep an eye on it. How long has that been? Or whatever it is. So next, you may be together or you on your own. You're going to go into the kitchen. First thing you're going to do is check the deck oven. Inside of it and on top of it, every order has a ticket that is next to it or inside of it, kind of attached to it. So you want to look at that, and you're going to tell them, you're going to check every box, and like the ticket on it, you're looking for the name until you find the name John. If you find the name John, you get that ticket out. There are always several tickets. There are the ones that are bold numbered. There's the one that has dollar associated with every item and whatever. That's a customer ticket. So the bold ones, we have two options. One is the pizza station ticket, which says nothing about the appetizer and the dessert station. And we have another ticket that is bold looking, bold letters and stuff. And that one is as well the appetizer and the pasta station's ticket. It says nothing about the pizza ticket. So you shall ignore both tickets, and what you're going to look at is the ticket that has dollar value on it. Is a dollar total, is this, it was paid, it was unpaid, 16 inches, like $15 this. You have to have that, and that's the ticket that you are going to read, and you're going to go down that ticket, reading it item by item. Oh, they have a pizza. Oh wait, they have a large Greek salad with ranch dressing. So you find that pizza, you check the content of the box. Oh wait, they had a 16-inch pepperoni. Indeed, that is a 16-inch pepperoni. And then where's that salad? The salad is going to be in the Coca-Cola fridge. If you have any questions about a particular item, whether it's a pizza, so it's going to concern the pizza station. If it's a salad or a dessert or something like that, or breadsticks, is going to be the other station. So you're going to ask them, hey, so-and-so, and the appetizer station, I'm looking for that salad. Is it this one or something? If you're not fully sure, just make sure to be sure. You go open that Coca-Cola fridge. There are going to be like 3 salads sitting there. Open them one by one. Look at the ticket. You're like, till you see the ticket that is for John, and you open that box, you see that it's indeed a Greek salad, and indeed it's large, and it has 2 ranch dressings. If it's not the case, you are to correct it. Oh wait, we forgot dressings next to it. Oh, vinaigrette. They did not want vinaigrette. That's not what the ticket says. And we are going to have that quality control that we talked about, and that stage, similar thing to when you run food to the dining room. So that's going to be that, and you're going to carry that food over to the front in a horizontal manner. Any box that is cold and hot, they need to be separated. So if a salad is cold, you don't want to serve it, you want to put it in a plastic separate from, like hypothetically, they have a large spaghetti meatballs and they have a large salad. You do not put both of them in the same plastic bag when you hand it to a customer, because heat is going to wilt the salad, and the salad will be no good. So that would be that. And next, let's assume that you come into the deck oven and there is no tickets for John inside the deck oven nor on top. So here's what you're going to do next. Your next step is the cutting station. You're going to go to the cutting station, and that is the part where we cut pizza. There's a thing up there where we hang tickets. Look for ticket for John. Hypothetically, you do see it up there. You're going to communicate to the cutter and say, hey, so-and-so, John is here for their pickup. Please bring the food out as soon as it's ready. And then, so you're going to grab that, and then you're going to write on the ticket, either with a yellow highlighter or with a pen in a very obvious, in-your-face way, make a circle or a line, something like that, and says, customer is here or is here, bring to the front, or whatever it is. So you want to over communicate. You want to write on the ticket. You want to verbally tell the team member, and come to the front, communicate to the customer again, and say, sir, your pizza's in the oven. So if it's going to be in the conveyor oven and the ticket is in the cutting station, it's going to be less than 5 minutes. You want to communicate that to the customer and to the Gem 1, so the Gem 1 knows. And so this is about a lot of over communicating. So hypothetically, let's assume that that ticket is not even in the cutting station. So what are you going to do next? You're going to go over to the pizza station where we're making pizza. And you want to remove that ticket, write on that ticket, is here, make ASAP, and communicate to the pizza team, hey folks, let's get this ticket out ASAP. So that's just that, and you're going to write on that ticket again. You verbally communicate, and you put it in there, and make sure you communicate it to the customer. Again, we're going to make that for you as soon as we can, sir. It's going to be probably about 7 to 8 minutes. So that's probably going to be that. So again, writing on the ticket, not just verbally saying. You cannot just verbally say, hey, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. People have so much going on in that kitchen, they're not going to remember what you told them. Always write on the ticket and find different ways of communicating a message. Writing on the ticket, verbally saying, I'm telling several people of what you're communicating. So, hey guys, John thing is here. Hey, so-and-so from the appetizer station. It seems like you have a salad. Is the salad ready? Let me take it to the front, whatever it is. So Again, I'm emphasizing this. It seems so simple because it is, but that leads to so many problems we have with this category, and you want to make sure not to do that. And so I already told you that as well. Communicating a concern or a praise to our kitchen staff. So every time that there is a praise, a customer says, man, this is the best pizza I've ever had. Wow, this was so fast. Anything positive, you want to make sure to walk over to the kitchen and out loud say, hey guys, table number 5 was very happy with their salad. Kevin, great job on that. Or, hey folks in the pizza team, customer said that this is the best pizza they've ever had, or whatever it is. So you want to communicate that positive thing the customer communicated to you, to the kitchen staff, because the kitchen is very hot. They work really hard, and you want to take care of them with that. If a customer has any concerns that they communicated to you as well, you want to communicate that to the kitchen. If the customer communicates anything that is a concern, hey, can I have it more crispy? Anything that they tell you, and the customer may tell you, hey, can I have my pizza a little bit extra crispy? Hypothetically, they're standing at the bar, they were there for a pickup, and you're like, may I please have the name on your order? Is this for a pickup? It was, if you had placed your order already? And they're gonna say yes or no, and then, you know, yes, it was, and like, may I please have the name on the order? And they're gonna tell you the name, like, let me check on that real quick. Again, you go back in there, you write on the ticket and verbally communicate again to all our staff in the kitchen. And when that food is coming out, you want to ensure that we show to the customer, hey, is this good crispy for you? Is there anything else we can get for you? So we want to make sure that the customer leaves fully satisfied. Another thing with a dessert, I want to just communicate that real quick. So what happens is when a customer is ordering at the register, if you're working the front, you're unable to see that ticket. What is visible is obviously that tablet. In the tablet, we can see all the tickets. And another thing you can do is walking over to the appetizer station, you can see all their tickets, and if they have any dessert, and that's at table number 5 or whatever it is, you should be able to see that as well, very easy. But what I was going to say is that, you know, you may be just a regular Gem 2 and you're unable to see a customer has dessert. So the way it's going to work is on and off, that you've not been running food a while because you've ran all the food, and you want to communicate with the person who's the expediter. Hey expediter, what tables have dessert so I can keep an eye on them? The Gem 4 is in the dining room, has no way of knowing, and you are responsible to say, hey, please let me know what tables have dessert or something like that. It's going to be the expediter's job to tell you that, but I'm asking you to remind them so you both can you know, serve the customer better. So that was with that, with the dessert. Again, if you have any questions with anything, just do not hesitate to ask. Next is going to be some of the trainings you need to do while you're in Gem 2. We want to make sure you master the menu. So you need to watch the menu that is about our trainings. I'm sorry, our training menu. It's an hour and a half, but you're going to have a far better understanding of how we make everything here, how long it takes for every single dish, who to tell what, and everything. So that's a rich training for you. Our theme nights are on the wall, but you can as well ask any of our front staff, hey, what are our theme nights? When do we have BYOP again? Or something like that. A customer asks, so do you guys have Persian feast? You have no idea what that is. You're like, I'm sorry, I do not know the answer to that. Let me get someone who can assist you real quick. So, sorry, I lost the slide. So that will be with that. If you don't know anything, just say, I apologize, I don't know about that. Let me check on that real quick, and I get someone who can assist you. Connecting customers. I did the slide at 3 a.m. yesterday. Connecting with our customers. So what that means is we want you to act like a human, smile when you go to a table, always introduce yourself. You know, if they have children, and it seems like they don't have any coloring sheets because the Gem 4 were not able to do it for whatever reason, you want to cover for that. Hey, would you guys want any coloring sheets? Is there anything I can do for you guys? It's a family with little children, and you're talking to them, you don't know what to talk about. Hey, I want to let you know, have you guys been to our kids' BYOP? It's a lot of fun. It's on Tuesdays and Saturdays at this time to this time. It'd be great if you all want to stop by. Our kids do this and this and this and this. Just, you know, giving them, communicating and talking to our customers, something that is going to serve them, you know, and they enjoy that, and you consequently, again, are going to make more tips as a team collectively. So that was that. Checklist mastery, you know, you must not stand idle. I hope that's a clear statement. You know, it's not good work ethics if you stand around just chatting, looking at your cell phone, dishonoring our customer. It's just not good work ethics. You may not survive in this establishment long, but if you keep that work ethic up, you're not going to survive anywhere, because no one wants to pay for someone like that. The world is filled with folks with mediocre work ethics, and you do not want to be one. So make sure that you look at your checklist. As soon as you arrive, there's a checklist for you to do. Get your tasks done and do them in a fast, precise manner. You need to do our POS training. It's a video that you need to watch and get every opportunity to ask, hey, so-and-so, how do we put this in the POS? Can I do the POS quiz? Because if you want to be promoted to the next level, you need to master different things. So next is going to be your Gem 4. Always keep an eye on the other person and the roles. You know, you want to shadow the person who's Gem 1. Not shadow, I mean just always your eye is open and you're looking everywhere. You're paying attention to what is the Gem 4 doing? What is the Gem 1 doing? What is the Gem Expediter doing? What is Gem 3 doing? And how can you do even better than them when you get to that level? You always want to try to be the best as you can. If you're the best server, that means you're awesome at serving other people. Man, that's a great place to be in. Here or anywhere. Smiling. You need to learn to smile. If you have, any issues in your house, you got a bad grade or anything, customer want to know about that. Everybody has problems in their home. Customer has problems. We have problems. Everybody has problems. You want to come with a smile, with a cheerful attitude, always, period. Otherwise, we're going to put you in a dish station. So remember that. Being a time thief is a training I have. And a lot of times people think that, a thief is someone who steals money. But no, you can be a time thief very easily. And it is a sin in some realms to be a thief. You're stealing something that is not yours. And that's not going to be blessed. So you can be a great time thief without knowing it. So I want you to know that. I want you to learn that as well. You need to master cleaning. It is a restaurant. We have hundreds of people who go through our establishment on a daily basis. We need to keep that clean for their sake. How would you like going to a restaurant, you go to their bathroom, and I'm not going to go into details of a bad bathroom would look like, or the smell or anything, right? Do not do unto others what you do not wish happening to you yourself. So be cleaning, always stay busy. And that was some of the things. Communicating with our customers. I want to go over some of the details of what it means to communicating with our customers. So one is caring. So you are either a caring person or you don't care. If you are someone who don't care, you may survive here a little bit. You're not going to survive long here or anywhere else. You need to care about our customer. You need to take it personal to ensure that they leave happy, whether, oh man, I did not take the order, so it wasn't my fault. I did not drop the pizza. You need to personally care about our customers and ensuring that they leave satisfied, that they get their food fast, that it is accurate, that you care, that you're not just a yogurt without feeling and, careless and because it's not your fault. Well, children do that sometimes in the kindergarten, and adults as well. You sure don't want to be that. But being quick to apologize and thanking our customers, always. It's the same habit you want to have in your marriage, you want to have in the future, anywhere you work. Be quick to apologize. Do not ever argue with the customer. Oh, was this? It doesn't matter. Just apologize. I'm so sorry about that. Let me fix that real quick for you. I apologize. And then take care of that. Thanking our customers. Be quick. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Oh, welcome to Batangas. It's all showing that you care. You are grateful for them to be here. Next is if a customer has any question and you do not know the answer to that, that's fine. Smile at all times, whether a customer's pissed or happy or anything. Smile and say, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that. I'm new. Let me get someone who can assist you real quick, and go get someone who's going to assist our customer. And you're going to stand by so you can learn, so next time you can do it on your own. A customer has any special request, whether they want the pizza crispy, they don't want this, they want a side of jalapeno, they want whatever it is. If you don't know, oh, they want 5 sides of ranch. Do we charge for that or not? Ask a seasoned employee. Just so you know, up to like 2 ranches, we do just fine. In the dining room, we usually let that go. If a customer wants like 5 of them or more than 4, we usually would want to charge 50 cents for each ranch. So you want to remember that. Or a customer wants pesto. A customer wants a side of jalapeno. We don't usually charge extra for that, for instance. Any concern or request, anything the customer tells you, you want to make that happen. Ask someone if we are able to make that happen, and in that case, you take it personal. Again, goes back to caring. with that. Customer standing by the bar, again, I went over this briefly as well. You're not Gem 1, obviously, so it's not necessarily your job, but because you care about the customer as they're standing there, you're going to as well ask that customer, sir, I'm sorry, have you been served? And they're going to say yes or no. If they say yes, absolutely, I was just trying to check to make sure you're taken care of. If they say no, we've not been served, let me get someone who can take care of you real quick. Customer asks for forks, hypothetically. That means that you need to check by the iced tea. Do we have enough fork? Why is the customer asking for forks? Is it that we don't have it by the iced tea? Is it the Gem 4 did not get it? You need to think things through and go deeper. If a customer asks for, like, need ice, it says, hey, where's the ice? And that means, oh, wait, we're out of ice in the ice machine. What do you need to tell the customer? Oh, we have the ice machine back here. Let me refill that real quick for you. Or customer says that they want lemons. You're like, hey, do we have lemons or not? You ask another coworker, and they're going to tell you, oh, we don't have lemons, we have limes. 9 out of 10, everybody's happy with that as well. You are hypothetically in the dining room, and the customer asks you, hey, can I have a second glass of wine? First off, you're below 18, and you're not a Gem 2. What are you going to tell the customer? Absolutely, sir. Let me get someone who can assist you real quick. I apologize, I'm underage. Let me get someone who can take care of you real quick. Go get someone who can come to that customer's table to assist them. So we're not expecting you to have all the answers in the world to all the problems of our customers. I'm just asking you to make it happen for our customer. Do your best to find solutions for them. If not, give us a call or whatever it is. And for instance, a customer tells you, hey, we're waiting on a breadsticks we never got. Oh, I apologize about that. Let me take care of that real quick. You come back here, you communicate with an expediter, and you say, hey, table number 30, they're saying that they never got their breadsticks. So it could be several things. One, is it that the front staff did not put it in the ticket, and consequently, maybe they did not pay for it. Obviously, if it's not on the ticket, they did not pay for it. Did they order it or not? So you want to investigate what happened. You want to over-communicate with our customers and say, I apologize. Like, the front staff did not, it wasn't on the ticket or whatever it is, without blaming people too much. And, figure out, would like that order of breadsticks? I can get that for you in the next 3 minutes or something like that. Communicate with the kitchen staff. Figure out where that order is. Hypothetically, oh, we forgot. Make it happen. Go back to the customer. Say, they're on top of it right now. It's going to be less than 3 minutes. We get that for you right now, sir. And then take care of the customer as well. Customer wants to talk to a manager. So this happens, either it's customer, someone calls or stop by and says, I want to talk to a manager or I want to talk to an owner. So this is the pattern of what you need to say. It's not always a complaint. It could be a suggestion. It could be for a fundraiser. It could be a complaint. It could be a telemarketer wanting to sell us something. It could be a lot of things. So here's what you need to do. Sir, can I please have your first name? May I ask what this is regarding? And so if it's in a dine-in setting, you want to ask them what this is regarding. The customer says, I'm an unhappy customer. I'm so sorry about that, sir. Let me get the manager real quick. Get somebody to come and take care of that customer. It's whether at our leads, our manager, if it's present, one of the owners, it doesn't matter, somebody who can take care of that unhappy customer, whether it's over the phone, whether it's with anything, you want to make sure if that happens. The customer says, no, it's for a fundraiser, or it's about this, or I want to let you know food was phenomenal. Or someone says, oh, if they don't want to leave their name, they want to leave their phone number, then that is a little bit suspicious because people would, want an answer, so they would be quick to give you their name and phone number. So that would be one. So let's go over it about that. So if a customer calls on the phone and say, can I talk to an owner? Can I talk to Matt? Can I talk to a manager? You want to ask, I'm sorry, may I please ask what this is regarding? And that will determine what it is. Always take their name and say, I'm sorry, they're unavailable right now. Can I have your name and your phone number and the name of the company you represent and what this is regarding? Those are the 4 things we want to know. Write it on a piece of paper. Take a picture of that and send us a text message to Matt, me, managers, whoever it is. So never rely on a piece of paper. We lose papers all day long. So never, oh, I left it on a piece of paper, wrote it on it, left it on your keyboard. No, that's going to get lost, or people come and go. There's no point in that. So this is another concept you're going to hear me talk all the time about, always gathering intel. Like a CIA agent, not an FBI agent. I always, and here's what happens. A customer calls and they tell us what they want, not necessarily what they need. I hope you heard what that meant. Is that a customer may call and say, hey, do you guys have buffets at night? So we have 2 scenarios. a staff member who's not seasoned may say, no, we do not have buffets at dinner time. Thank you very much. Hang up, bye. So a customer wanted something, and we just told them, no, we don't have that, without understanding what they need actually is. So a customer is like, oh, do you guys have dinner buffet? And if I were to be like a CIA agent, I would be like, I apologize, we do not have that right now. May I ask what you are needing? Is it for a party? Is it for a gathering? We may be able to assist you. I'd be happy to pass that message to our manager. Can I please have your first name and your phone number? Have them talk and say, no, it is about actually, it's a wedding rehearsal and we want a buffet. Absolutely, let me communicate that to our manager, and he will give you a call. We may or may not be able to assist, but you do not want to turn that down. So we had like a wedding rehearsal in our patio. Customer wanted a buffet style, so we made a deal for them. We are not a corporate company. We can make things happen in terms of serving our customers. So you want to remember that. Always gather intel. Customer calls asking you a question. Ask more questions to figure out what it is that they're actually needing, not what they're wanting or whatever it is. So remember that as well. An FBI agent would be asking questions in an offensive way, and a customer would feel, oh, well, why are you asking me this question? And the tone of voice or the way you carry yourself. A CIA agent would be discreet, would be professional, would be asking questions, letting the customer talk, and gathering that intel. You are always going to hear me saying that. That's not in different positions and different times in life. Let's talk about our text Zeppole. That's an important one. So here's what happens with our text Zeppole. We have a texting database. A customer, it's on the wall as well. You can see that. If a customer texts the word cheesy to the phone number 40691, they get a text message on their phone that says an order of, next time on your visit, show us this text message to receive an order of Zeppole. So it's not a full order of Zeppole, it's a text Zeppole is what we call. So if you're in the dining room, out and about anywhere, a customer shows you a text message. It has a link on it. It says Matenga's Pizzeria, blah, 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 something about text Zeppole. First off, if you don't know it, ask a staff member to show you how to do it. Hey, so-and-so, can you assist me on this? And you watch and you learn for your next time. But just so you know, you have to click on the link. It is going to open a website that looks like the coupon. You need to click on the redeem button. If you don't click on the redeem button, the customer can reuse that coupon over and over again. We've had in the past, just because the front staff did not redeem that coupon. If something is redeemed, we usually can't redeem it further, again, unless the customer may be like, oh, it was accidental. You should be able to see from the customer's body language, is it a $25 thing or it's a text Zeppole? I mean, always get the help of a seasoned employee. And then what happens is you need to put that into the POS and again, have someone assist you with that. Go into the dessert area, there is an order of Zeppole, or you can get text Zeppole, and you put that in. It is free, and you need to put a table number on it, and you need to write on it, make now, or make in 10 minutes, and put a table number on it where it belongs, or it's a to-go for so-and-so's name. It is like taking that order, and you need to send it to the kitchen. It is free. Again, if you have any questions about that, please ask someone. Communicating with other FOH and HOH, again, it's a matter of caring, because out of you caring for our customers and the way you serve them and the importance of that, out of caring, you are going to be a team player. You're going to do your best and assist in the best way you can. Even if it needs you need to go do dishes. The front may be empty and the back is on fire. You need to go back and say, hey, what can I do for you guys? Let me move these dishes around. Let me do something. So you can assist folks in the best you can. Again, be quick to apologize and thank your coworkers. If you screw up, again, be quick. I'm so sorry, I did not know that. What can I do? Whatever it is. Teach me how to do this. Learn, these two words. Be quick to use them. Teach me how to do this. Thank you so much, whatever it is. So if a customer's unhappy, you want to communicate that to other FOH and HOH members. Customer got the wrong food. You need to come back to the kitchen and communicate that, hey guys, what happened to this with the expediter trying to sort it out. If you dropped a pizza, you need to communicate. If you have nothing to do, as I was going over that, there is always something to do. You can always sweep, then re-sweep further and wipe down all tables and re-wipe down all tables and over and keep busy. And hypothetically, you're going to the bathroom. You need to as well tell another FOH member so we know that you do not disappear out of nowhere. If you are leaving, hypothetically, just because, you need to clock out at 8 o'clock, which is what the schedule said, doesn't mean that you necessarily are leaving at that time. It depends on how busy we are. You may be leaving earlier or later. So you must communicate about 15 minutes before that time hits. You need to communicate with other coworker of yours. Hey guys, it's 15 minutes before I clock out. I'm gonna need to stay longer, or I'm gonna go get my closing tasks done, so I'm ready to go. When you're leaving, say goodbye to other coworkers of yours, because we may think, oh wow, you know, what happened to so-and-so? Did they leave? Or, you know, somebody ran deliveries and they came in and clocked out and then left, and no one saw that person, one of our delivery drivers. And then so everybody was concerned where that person is. You know, no one saw them. Did they leave? What happened, or whatever it is. So over communicate with that. If the food is taking so long, you see a table in the dining room, it seems like they've not gotten their food yet. What's going on with that and all of that? You want to keep an eye on that. Again, speed and accuracy. Remember those two words. They mean everything to our customers. If a customer asks you to check on their order, you come back and talk to the expediter. Hey guys, what's the status of this? Give me something. And you go back and communicate that to our customers. Customers here for their pickup, and there are no tickets with their name. All right, so let's go over this one. And so hypothetically, the customer comes for a pickup. I went over the long story of what to do. Imagine there are no tickets in the deck oven, there are no tickets on the cutter station, there are no tickets in the pizza station, and there are no tickets on the appetizer pasta station with the name John on it. What are you to do on that point? You are not to freak out. You need to go to that customer and ask them, sir, may I please ask what was on your order? It may be taken under a wrong name. Can I ask the last 4 digits of your phone number? There could be 2 John orders. And just because something that says John, if you don't confirm that it was actually, they had a 16-inch pepperoni and that large Greek salad, and hand a John order a wrong John, that has happened in the past, and that's horrendous when that happens. So we don't want to do that either. So if that's not there, you want to ask them. So here's what happens. Front staff, the phone Gem 3 is taking that order. So this customer may have used this phone number that they told us, but their wife may have placed the order before, and it's under Melody. And the husband's name is hypothetically John. Let's imagine that. So when we took that order, customer's like, when I have the phone number, the customer says this phone number, and that's, is this from Melody? And the customer's going to say yes, because it's under his wife's name. But the husband is going to come pick up the food, and it's John, and he may say it's under John's name. So it may not be under John's name, it may be under Melody's name. So the more accurate way to do it is, may I please ask what was on your order? So they're going to tell you what it was, and that's the time you want to figure out where that is. Even then, if you cannot find it, then that's a problem. You need to figure out where the status of that is. A lot of times, did you place it on the phone? Was it online? It may have not gone through. Sir, we can get that happen for you less than 10 minutes. You know, so usually the kitchen staff, they can hustle really fast and get stuff out under 10 minutes. So make sure the customer is happy and satisfied. If not, always add a text Zeppole that goes out. Again, you need to ensure the customer leaves happy, even if it means we need to give them an order of Zeppole or something. Don't make decisions on your own. Always, you know, confirm with someone else about it. This is something that I wanted to remind you to be an elegant communicator. So a lot of times, you know, you need to be, being courteous is, some people are more courteous than others. We want you to be very courteous and friendly here. So I'm going to go over some vocabulary and the way to present and communicating that we want you to have around here. Again, have you been served, sir? You can say a lot of ways the same. Hey, have you been taken care of? Or anything else. Be elegant. Chick-fil-A does a phenomenal job at that, and they are very successful. So maybe we should do something similar and be polite and courteous. So let's learn from that. Is there anything else I can do for you, ma'am? I'm sorry I didn't, like a customer tells you their phone number or anything that, and you were unable to understand them fully, and you say, I'm so sorry about that, I did not get that. Would you please repeat? Thank you so much for coming in tonight, guys. I apologize. I don't know the answer to that. Let me ask my coworker to assist you real quick. Absolutely. Let me check on that order. Welcome to Matanga's. May I ask your name on the order? I was, you know, the way to verbalize it. I apologize. I am underage and I'm unable to take any alcohol orders. Let me bring my coworker to take care of you right away. So I hope you get the gist of the language and the way you need to communicate with our customers. Be an elegant communicator, and always be quick to send them thank you, please, I apologize, I understand, absolutely, sir, ma'am, I appreciate that. And your body language, you need to be friendly, you need to make eye contact, you need to smile and be an elegant communicator. So this is kind of wrapping things up. I guess I'm not going to go over the Please ask any of our other front staff to tell you how the cash tips or the credit card tips work. I'm going to go over this in another video. Our payroll tax, other stuff. Let's see. If you don't know 100% of how to do a task, you want to always ask someone to assist you. So if you have a general idea, that is a red flag. If you are overwhelmed and you are stressed, you need to breathe deep and just get it done. Everybody is overwhelmed and stressed at that point. You want to just focus on the customer and getting their food to them as fast as possible. If you're exhausted, you're expected to still work really faster, because we need to, again, honor our customer and their trust in us. If you don't feel like doing a task, it doesn't matter. You need to work as fast. You need to work with a cheerful attitude, no matter if you had a bad day. Being late is unacceptable. If you are going to be late for whatever reason, you must communicate. Call the restaurant, text the manager and the owners, everybody. Hey folks, I'm sorry I missed my bus, or I don't feel very well, I may be late. Is that, can I be on call, or something like that. As soon as you arrive, look for your checklist. Don't, just stand around until being told. You don't want to be micromanaged unless you're asking for it. What our customer want most, again, I'm going to remind you again, food accuracy and speed. Being friendly means as if you saw your friend, hey you guys, great seeing you all again. That's being friendly. How to stand out. Always, no matter what you do in life, you want to be thinking about, how can I stand out? How can I be mediocre? And how can I stand out? You need to be the most caring person in our team. That's how you stand out. You need to be the fastest you can, always keeping busy, and always think how you can exceed our customers' expectation. And that is how you're going to stand out, and that is how you're going to go far in life. So remember those things. Gem 2 mastery. These are just wrapping things up. Exceeding expectation, being super friendly with a big smile when you drop off food, hustling in the dining room. A customer wants to see you move around, busting tables or whatever it is. If you just stand around behind the bar and chatting, that's not going to justify a customer's tip. And we have a lot of regulars. They're not going to leave you a tip next time. And collectively as a team, we're going to do not make a lot of tips, and that's just going to affect everybody. Always assisting your teammates, being a human and having conversations with our customer. Our theme nights, our social media. Hey guys, if you liked our page on Facebook, all the events that happen at the restaurant, we tend to put them on Facebook. That'd be great. Working fast, running food to our customers fast. Be quick to bust tables to finish your closing task. Not bringing the team down with your attitude. By not taking everything personal. Oh wow, this is a big one. If you get yelled at because it is very busy and folks are stressed and everybody's looking for something, a food is, you dropped the food at a wrong table, so you made that mistake, own it. And at that point, for the next 10 minutes, everybody's really stressed, trying to fix the problem. Do not take things personal. Just be focused on how can you do better next time. And next is putting our customers' need before your own or before anything else. If you want to be first, you need to be last. Our customers' needs come before you or everything else. Again, I guess hope I'm stressing that enough. Working with a cheerful attitude is very important. And so that was everything that was about our Gem 2 position. We want you to be educated, be trained, and if you put into practice everything that is with our Gem 2, if you need a reference to it back again, if you need to rewind and rewatch it again, we want you to do that. We want you to train and invest in yourself. We want you to do good. We want you to make a lot of tips. We want our staff to make a lot of money. We want them to enjoy serving others and take joy and pride in working in the establishment, and making sure our customers leave happy. With all of that, I appreciate your patience. We love questions, so if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them, and we'll be happy to serve you and take care of you. Thank you so much, and see you next time.